Hi everyone, this video is going to talk you through your work for the week beginning the 11th of January. As explained in the introduction video, you will be given a checklist of work to complete each week. Here I'll show you what you will be learning about, then I'll show you the checklist and where to find all the resources. So you can see from the learning intentions here that we will be continuing with the dynamics topic. In class before the holidays, we did some work on forces, which we will now be building on by learning about weight and mass. So you can see from the success criteria that by the end of this week, you should be able to state what is meant by weight and what is meant by mass, and be able to state the units for each one. You should also be able to solve problems involving weight and mass by correctly writing out your working for equations the way you have practiced in class. So firstly, you will find the checklist by going to the Teams page and then going to the Files tab. So you're looking for S2 Physics Elective 2020-2021, and at the bottom of the list of folders you'll find the checklist week beginning 11th of January. When you open it up, it should look like this. Resources for all the tasks can be found on Teams in the Files tab, or by clicking on the links in the checklist. So your first task to get you started is to watch a couple of short videos on weight and mass, and you can open these by tapping on links 1, 2 and 3 in the checklist. The first one takes you to a YouTube video, which is a short video less than 5 minutes long that's going to talk to you about weight and mass. For the second and third videos, you'll need to be logged into your Glow account to watch these. When you log into Glow, there should be a tile that says Twig, and this is a resource bank of lots of short video clips on lots of different science subjects. When you tap on Twig, it should take you to that page, and once you're on here, you can go back to your checklist and open up videos 2 and 3 from there. There should be one on mass, and there should also be one on weight. After you've watched all 3 videos, you'll remember from our working class we used a website called eChalk. So I would like you to go onto the eChalk website and have a look at one of the animations that's going to help you find out more about weight and mass. The link you can see on the checklist. The username and password that you need to log into eChalk is listed here. So the username is Bo'ness Academy, all lowercase, all one word, and the password is whole school, all lowercase, all one word. The pathway that I'd like you to use is listed on the next line here: physics, then forces in motion, then forces teaching pack, and then the instructions after that are listed here, but I'm going to show you from the eChalk website how you get to the animation. So type in your username and password, tap on physics, forces in motion, and then forces teaching pack. When it loads up, you'll see the different coloured squares along the bottom. You're going to click the green one with the letter G in the middle. Once you're on to this screen, you're going to use the arrow in the bottom right hand corner to scroll along, and you're looking for screen 8. And this is just a little animation that tells you a little bit about mass and weight in the box. And when you tap on the wee orange guy, you can drag him to different places in the universe and see the effect that that has on his mass and on his weight. And all you do is tap on him and you can drag him to the different locations and learn a little bit more about mass and about weight. That's your second task. Your third task is using an app called Quizlet. Again, if you tap on the links from 1 to 5, it will take you to little flashcard and recap and quiz and game tasks that will help you learn more about mass and weight. If you tap on each of those from 1 to 5, it should take you to the task. After that, the next on the list is the weight and mass calculations. You can find these on Teams. If you go to Files, then the folder that says number 5 Dynamics, you'll be able to find weight and mass calculations. You'll then take pictures of the working that you do and upload those using the Assignments tab on Teams. So if we go back to Teams, tap on Files, you'll see a folder that says number 5 Dynamics, and then you'll see a file that says weight and mass calculations. It's just one sheet, and there's a few calculations to try using the equation that helps us work out weight and mass by looking at what the gravitational field strength is. You'll see the equation on the left hand side here, W equals m times g. Now you've practiced writing out equations in class. I'm going to show you how to do the first example for each of the sets of questions on this sheet. And what I'd also like to point out just now is that for Earth, the value for gravitational field strength on Earth is down here in the bottom of the sheet where it says 9.8. So that's the value that you should use for gravitational field strength when objects are on Earth. Okay, so for question 4, the first one looks at Harry, who's got a mass of 80 kilograms. So how we would write that out is we want to find Harry's weight. Just put his name at the top. We want to find his weight, so we give that a question mark. We know his mass is 80 kilograms. He's on Earth, which means the gravitational pull on Earth is 9.8 newtons per kilogram. The equation that we're using is W equals m times g, or if you prefer, you can just write W equals mg. We've got the equation written out, now we're going to substitute the numbers into the equation. We're finding weight, so that just stays as W. We know the mass is 80, and we know that the gravitational field strength is 9.8, so we would write it like that. And then you can use your calculator to find out what the answer is in newtons. You can then repeat that for the other 3 people on question 4. Question 5, it tells you the weight in newtons that each person is lifting, and you've to find out what that mass would be in kilograms. So again, I'll do the first one for you to show you how to set it out. We're looking at Dwayne, who's lifting 980 newtons. So we'll write his name down. And we know that the weight he's lifting is 980 newtons. We want to find mass, so this time mass is question mark. And he's still on Earth, so gravitational field strength on Earth again is 9.8 newtons for every kilogram. W equals m times g. This time we've got a number for weight, so that's going to be 980. We want to find the mass, so that just stays as m, and that gets multiplied by 9.8. Now we want the mass on its own, which means that this times 9.8 must go over to the other side. And when we move it across to the other side, the multiplication sign becomes a division sign instead. So we end up with mass equaling the weight of 980 divided by the gravitational pull of 9.8. And then you can work that out using your calculator, and that will give you an answer in kilograms. You'll then be able to take pictures of your working, go back to the Teams page, and you'll be able to go to assignments and upload your pictures so that we can see you're working. If you've got any issues anytime with the questions or any of the tasks or any of the links or anything that you would just want to double check, please ask on Teams anytime and I'll get back to you.